That's suspicious. It doesn't usually do that. But we're back now, I think. So that's the first time that that's happened on Twitch. I'm a little disappointed about that. But hey, man, just don't move the iPad around. You know, just don't do that. So, Frank the Mouse, we had this conversation. Is Frank or Franklin a better name? I think we settled on Frank. So this is what he looks like. And then over for the 5 hours or so that we've been streaming, this is what we've got done. Okay, and this I've been doing some of this off camera as well. So this is how it looks at the moment. Establishing shot of the house. We press play. Car drives in the scene, parks up, gets out of the house or out of the car, turns around, sets his briefcase down, closes the door, and walks away. Gets into his house. And then this bit is where he's going to open the door. So if we get to the end here, we'll not be right back right here. So this is a bit where he's just going to open the door to get to this frame where he has opened the door. The door is now open. So this is what's happening here. In the other bits, I would add frames because I thought it didn't look smooth enough. And this one I might take frames out because I think it's going on too long. And I want it to be more like a wham, like he opens the door kind of thing. You know, but maybe for the sake of us being on stream, which we are right now, I will show you a little bit of my patented door animation skills. So here the door is kind of like, whoop, see that? Really this one shouldn't be there. If that door is there, this door should be like here, I think, right? Should be like, hang on. It should be like there, I think. That's where that door should be, right? I think that looks right. So let's do a little bit of coloring in. Gotta get in there, man. You gotta get right into the crevice when it comes to coloring in. You can't half-ass it. You gotta give it all the color, man. You gotta give it all the color. I'm doing this stream right now because I bought Tony Hawk's. I really want to play it. But you have to get work done before you can play it, you know? So this is me doing my work. And if anybody says I didn't do my work, just point to the stream and go, that's him doing it. He's doing the work, you know? There it is. Can't say that he didn't do it. He said he was going to do it, and then he did it. He did it on stream, live to 48,000 people. I mean, those 48,000 people aren't watching, but the potential is there. To my knowledge, at least 48,000 people watch streams on Twitch every day. I would imagine. Probably more than that. So maybe we could keep that one if we make it longer. Does that make sense? Maybe like there. Does that look like a door? I think so. How far? That one. Okay, maybe that's what I did. So this one only kind of goes to there. That's interesting. So this is wrong. I'm going to delete this whole thing because that is wrong. I'm going to copy this one and paste it here. Because this, you can see this comes out at this angle. Like a right angle. So that one kind of comes out about here. Less than that. That one comes out about here. Yeah. So we need to get it in between. We need to get it to that point. So maybe I should put another one in here. And then... No. That was wrong. I think I need another one in here. That's what I need. Let's copy this one. And we need it to be... That looks the same, does it? So maybe that should be like there. Kind of. There. Oh, that's the same, is it? It's the same. Like that. That's, I think that's good. I think that's good. Is it good? I'm starting to doubt my own abilities when it comes to being able to animate doors. You know, at the beginning of this, I was very full of piss and vinegar. And bile, I suppose. And all the other stuff that people are full of. You know, cardboard, trans fats, microplastics, all that stuff. Stuff that is inside of you at the moment, you know. With my ability to draw a door, I was like, oh, Disney's going to give me a job. That's the fucking door guy. Now I feel like my ability to draw doors might be being called into question. You know, I'm going to go into the shop. Disney's going to be like, hey, man, we heard you could draw doors. What's up with that? I'm like, I can draw doors. What are you talking about? Fucking door master, man. And they're like, oh, really? Then what's all this about? And they're going to show this stream. Specifically this part where I talk about going to Disney and fucking it up. And then I'm going to see this in the future and I'm going to go, oh, so I predicted that this exact scenario is going to happen. And then Disney are like, yeah, you did. You got nothing to say for yourself, punk? And I'm going to say, I don't think so. Maybe that I'm kind of hungry. Does Disney have any sandwiches for me? Disney's going to say, no, get the hell out of here. We don't got no sandwiches for you. Needs to be wider. Does it? What if it comes like here? You know what I mean? What if it comes here? What if this just gives the illusion of the door movement, but not really moving? Huh? What do you think of that? It's not. It's staying in the same place, but I'm making it seem like it's moving. Pretty clever. Pretty clever. I realized. Oops. I said oops. You can't hold it against me. I said oops. I said I was sorry for it. I apologize to everybody. To the Pope. To everybody. I'm sure there are other people alive than the Pope. There's probably more than just the Pope that's alive. But he has a good reach. He can talk to a lot of people. So if I say I'm sorry to him, he'll just spread the word to everybody. I think that's a good idea, you know. That's smart, man. That's like using your time effectively. If you want to spread your message to a lot of people, you could do it yourself, or you could just get the guy with the biggest reach to go and do it for you. Doesn't that make more sense? Like, that makes sense to me. Get the Pope to do it. You know? People are like, what was his catchphrase again? Get the Pope to do it? Like, that's right. Get that Pope. What else is he doing? What else is the Pope doing right now? Get the Pope on the phone, man. Tell me what the Pope's up to. I can't imagine he's doing anything important. Not like me, drawing doors for Disney. Oh, what's this? Hello, where'd you come from? You're not allowed here. We don't like your kind over here. Can you say that these days? I don't know if you're allowed to say that anymore. You're probably not allowed to say that. There's loads of stuff you're not allowed to say anymore. You know. Probably not allowed to say that you asked the Pope to do your dirty work for him. Probably not happy with that. So this is pretty close to being done, I think. In terms of where that door is. If I just like smooth this over. I mean, I'll call that a day in terms of the door. You know what I mean? So I think this is getting as close as we can to the door. Put that one on the big book of quotes too. We're getting as close as we can to the door. Spooky LaRue 2025. Somebody should keep like a big book of my quotes, man. I might do that. I might write them all down, turn them into a book. I've written books before, you know. I have a book available on Amazon right now. This is true. I know it doesn't sound true because I talk a lot of Ghibli garbage. It is true. You can look it up right now if you wanted to. It's not under Spooky LaRue though, it's under Captain Explodey. I have different names for myself. Because I'm deeply unhappy about the person that I am, so I pretend to be other people. That's what everybody does on the internet, isn't it? So what we're going to do here is we're just going to copy this for a little bit because I want a little bit of buffer to see how that looks. You need that time to kind of register it. Do you know what I mean? That might not make a whole lot of sense, but it will in a moment. Because these frames here are like obviously buffer frames to let me draw all this stuff here so you don't see it reflected in the other frame. So here I want to see what the door animation looks like, but I want to stop it straight away. You know, so I'm gonna have a couple of mercy frames right here. Oop. Okay, let's spin that the right way around. And let's look at this animation. So I need to go back and finish drawing his tie, but I won't have to do that too much, I don't think. That feels like it's a bit too long, doesn't it? The animation of the door opening. That might be a little bit too long. Savor this. This might be the last time you see an advert for Temu on my streams. It's okay for now because I'm not getting paid by Twitch. Okay, let's see what Temu have to offer me. A Yi2O toolbox complete set, professional good quality auto repair tools for no pounds. Minimum purchase required. I wonder how much the minimum purchase is. Royal Princess Crown. Yo, look at this little Hello Kitty light up top. Does it already glow in the dark? That's amazing. Hello Kitty Fun Day. They appear to only come in children's sizes, which is a dreadful shame. Adults might want a little Hello Kitty pajamas where she's in a little clam. What else we got? All this stuff's expensive. I thought Temu was supposed to be cheap. Samsung Galaxy Tab S6, $168. What do you think? You could get an Apple iPhone 12, 64 gigs for £176. Pretty sweet. What is this monkey thing? Royal Princess crying. What is this? Is it just a crying? It's a picture of the monkey. What is this? What is this? Oh, hello. Look at this little nightlight. Very cute. Very cute. Hello, kitty. You have a way of brightening my day. Hey, do you think they have Hello Kitty cups? Hello Kitty mug. That's what I want. I lost my old Hello Kitty mug and I would like a new one. Look at this one. Look at this. Adorable. Adorable. No, I want to get a different one though. Please. What's this? Full set of Hello Kitty stainless steel insulated coffee mugs suitable for hot and cold beverages, outdoor sports and travel. Comes with gift box and packaging. Perfect holiday gift for friends. Wow. Oh, very cute. Very cute. Let's get rid of these though. I want to go see the mugs. None of these are the mugs that I'm looking for. This is cute. Sanrio Hello Kitty color changing mug. Heart shaped ceramic coffee cup with hot cold temperature sensitive design. That's cool. Isn't it? So it's black when it's cold and it's white when it's hot. That's very cool. I like that. I might get that. That's very cute. It's a lovely picture of Hello Kitty as well. I like that. I like that a lot. So my old Hello Kitty mug, it was from Japantown in San Francisco. I've lost it and I don't know where it is, and I would like to get a new one. So if anybody knows where I can get a Hello Kitty mug from Japantown, maybe we should look that up. Let's see. Hello Kitty mug Japantown. Boop. Can we get one? That's cute. That's not the one I had. But that is cute. Straight out of Hello Kitty doesn't make any sense. It's not a very good pun. It's just a picture of Hello Kitty. This is what the stream is now. I hope you like. It wasn't this one, but this one's pretty nice. I like that. I like that. It wasn't that picture though. But it is pretty. No. That is nice. Alright. We're here to do a stream. I mean, we were streaming, but we're going to stream something different. Because that's what we do. Okay. So I should go and draw his tie, I think. We can do that on here for a little bit. So if we get times it now, 2126, currently 2126. Good year. Yes, that's what we want. So we need to get his tie. Hang on. Yeah, that's okay because he's got his back turned to us, so that's fine. We don't have to look at the tie. back turn. And then there's the tie. Oh, look at this. Oops. Oops. That's wrong. That's very wrong. Where is it? Look at that little mistake. Almost let that one go. It needs to be down here, I think. And we'll color this little boy in. Num 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 num. I also noticed some stuff back here with the briefcase. So we're gonna touch this up real quick. Look, if you look at this one, see that? I don't like that. Let's try to keep the briefcase like one unanimous color, I think. Would be good. We don't want too much faffing around. We want it to be as close to a proper color as we can get it. See, this is all like real messy. I don't like this. So I guess today's stream is just me looking at Hello Kitty pictures and then kind of touching this stuff up a little bit, you know? Yeah, a lot of mess in this. A lot of mess. You guys gotta touch it up, you know? Beautiful. I keep hitting the side of the briefcase, and this is gonna get me in trouble. So I need to go in and do this. But then we gotta go back in with the brown and fix it up again. Look at this. Okay. And then up here, we need to take this bit out. We need this to be removed. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. It's probably just a quirk of Flip-A-Clip that it does this. And I don't like that. But I do like using Flip-A-Clip for the most part. I found it a fun software to use. Does this look any better? I would hope it looks a little better. Hopefully. A little bit. Oh, I need to erase this, do I? There it is. This is the fun stuff they don't tell you about in animation school. I would assume I didn't go. But if I did, I imagine it's stuff like this. Just the tediousness of it sometimes. You know? But like I said, man, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. To me, it's just part of the game. You know. Oh, 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 oh. Mistakes were made. There we go. That looks good. So we'll erase these bits that we do not like, we do not require. And then we color it. Yes. Oh, look at this. This is messy. This is bad. Must be the next one. Maybe that's the one where he's moving because there's a lot of pixels there. A lot of pixels that we need to clean up. Lovely, 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 lovely. Very nice. So this next one might be where he's turning. Yeah, that's the one where he's turning. Okay, good, 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 good. We're all on the same wavelength. So let's get back to the red. We need the tie. We need the red. We need the red. We need the red. There's probably a better way to get the red. This one. Yes. Okay. So let's get back to this one. Probably is the one where we need to put a little bit of red in. And then maybe here, I think. Does this look right? No, if he's bending down, would the tie maybe kind of go like this? The tie would kind of like flop down, wouldn't it? Yeah. If we put like that, that looks like a tie kind of falling down, doesn't it? Doesn't that look like a tie kind of like falling down? Okay. Is this where you put it? Yeah. Like that. Maybe down to here. Is that right? I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks like he's bending down. Maybe that needs to be a little longer. So right there. I like that. I think that's okay. So it's usually about here, about that length. Is it that length? It's around about, it's some kind of length. There's definitely length to it. There's some kind of lengthy girth to it. You know what I mean? But is that too lengthy? Or has it got not enough length? Think about it. Feel free to answer your own questions. Does the tie get bigger the closer he gets to the camera? The tie might stay the same. It looks very long there and less long here. This one I'm gonna maybe maybe. Okay. Okay. Does people want to see anything that isn't me animating the tie? Maybe I should actually animate something and come back to the tie later. You know, at some point I need to animate the rain in the background, but I feel like I'll probably do that off camera as well. But there's still some more. So this bit, whenever this could, we could get away with this because I think this bit's supposed to be him, his back to us. So that's probably all right. But this bit where he like clearly turns around, so his tie is gonna be on show. You know. I wonder, like, if I do that, like I have this bit here. Yeah. Oh, that needs to be a little longer. If I do that, but have this bit here where like it looks, are people gonna be like, oh, you made a mistake. He didn't draw his tie. And I'm like, that's him with his back to us. And then that's him with his front to us. Oh, I want to clean this up a little bit. That was a lot of mess. There we go. You know? Will people... Well, that would entail people looking at this and then having a comment on it. Which they might not. This looks like this is a mistake. See this? You can kind of see runoffs of something here. Maybe just pat that down a little bit. Okay. So for now, I think we've got pretty much the scene where he walks to the door finished. And we are animating the bit where he opens the door from the other side, like looking into the house. So that's where we are at the moment. We still have a lot of work to go with Frank the Mice. And I will be doing a lot of this off camera and just kind of popping on stream to show people how it's going. The stuff with the tie and things like that, the minutia of it, I don't mind like doing that off screen for myself. So Frank the Mouse is still something that we're working on. We've clearly got a lot of work to do with that. Syringe Baby is going to be a very dialogue heavy kind of video. So a lot of this is going to be, you know, oops, no. This is going to be him talking, and then the mayor is going to talk for a long time. And then I can just kind of cut that up as much as I need to. If I need to extend the length of the dialogue, I can do so. But maybe we should do something else with this. Like, other things are going to happen. in this. So let's do what we did with the last one, where we kind of sketched out some ideas of what I want to happen, and then we can go back and kind of draw them. So what's going to happen in Syringe Baby is the Syringe Baby and the mayor are looking up at the tree. And Syringe Baby is like, "Why did you bring me here?" And the mayor is going to say, "You need to get this cat out from the tree." And there's going to be some more dialogue like, "Oh, why don't you call the police department or the fire brigade?" I guess, because the fire brigade in cartoons are always the ones that get cats out of trees. So they're gonna go, "What's wrong with the fire brigade?" And then the mayor is gonna say something like, "Oh, there's too many fires. They're very busy." So Syringe Baby's like, "Why don't you get any of the superheroes to help you? Like Superman's always getting a cat down from a tree. So like, why don't you get Superman to do that?" And they're like, "Legally, we're not allowed to involve Superman or anybody with a Superman branded trademark." So Syringe Baby's like, "Okay, but I don't have a ladder. I don't know what you want me to do." So the mayor says, "Well, let's call Ladder Boy. Let's draw a picture of Ladder Boy then. I wonder what Ladder Boy would look like." So he would have a ladder. Where is my canvas? This is his ladder. No, he would have the ladder over his shoulder. So he would just be a little boy. He would have like, he would be holding the ladder like here, like over his shoulder, you know. Boop, boop. Like this. He would be wearing a little t-shirt. And he would have shorts on because boys wear shorts. And that's how you know he's a boy. And maybe Crocs, because boys are stupid. Although girls can be stupid too. This is 2025. If you want to be stupid, you go right ahead. You be stupid too. He should have like a little. He should have the little propeller hat. You know what I'm talking about. You should have a little propeller. And and they're like there's like 4 different colors of like propeller hat, isn't there? Hang on, let's get rid of. Let's do some really rudimentary sketches of what we think Ladder Boy is going to look like. But there's like a red one, isn't there? Oopsie poopsies. Where's the gap in that one? Here? What? Why can't I mean, I'll close that off, but why can't I? Oh, maybe it's up here. Maybe it's this conglomeration. No, where's the gap? Oh, there's a gap right there. Hang on. But I don't think that's what I'm talking about. Where else is there a gap? Very confused. Very confused. That's wrong. Hmm. Very strange. Very strange. Okay. That's wrong. I wonder why that's wrong. What happened here? Nope. Like a yellow. Yeah. And then maybe the other one should be like a green color. Okay, so you guys know what I'm talking about with little propeller hats, yeah. So he should have blue shorts, I think. I think a character called Ladder Boy would have blue shorts. Yeah, like that. So let's redraw his shorts. Here we go. Redrawing the shorts. Why is this happening now? Okay. Now, where is the break? I don't know where the break is coming from here. Very suspicious. Where is it? Where is the gap? Here? Is it here? Where? Show me where the gap is. I don't see it. Okay, that's fine. We will do it ourselves. Let's give him blue shorts. And then we'll draw around it in black. Oops. Of course, this is, like I said, just rudimentary. Like, this is just a rough sketch of what we think Ladder Boy is going to look like. He's got to have, like, a little cut off. Because he's wearing a t-shirt. Because he's just a boy. Do you know what I mean? He's just a little t-shirt wearing boy. So... let me see. He's got like goofy looking. He got like a big but he's got like a little, you know, like that. This is what Ladder Boy's gonna look like. This is that's what he's gonna look like. So this is gonna be Ladder Boy. And then Ladder Boy's gonna come into the situation at some point. And then maybe we should draw a picture of like the cat actually up in the tree as well. Maybe that would be a good idea. So if we get the pen, let's make it, I think we had it like 5 or 6. So let's make it 5 or 6. 5. So this is like tree. There's branches on tree. Branches on tree. Tree branches. All coming out of the tree, of course. As they often do. Tree branches tend to come out of trees. Again, these are just rough sketches. Don't get too concerned with this. And then we're gonna have a big branch. No, that's too high up. A big branch coming out of the tree this way. And it's gonna be like, and then maybe the cat is gonna be here. The cat should be here. Yes. Yes. I think that's good. No, not blue. Maybe. Our cat's blue? Can you get a blue cat? I don't know if you can get a blue cat. We'll have to double check that. What would be a good color for a cat? I don't want to make it black, but I don't want to make it ginger either. Can we make it like a gray color? That doesn't look gray. I don't think that's right. Does that look good? I think that looks better than just having a black cat. And cats have like yellow eyes, I think. He's trying to make his eyes, like his background of his eyes, kind of creamy. And then we need like a yellow for his eyes. Yellow eyes. Wow. Forget that little streak. That's what a cat looks like, I think. I'm pretty confident that that's what cats look like. And then, this should all be like green, like kind of dark green. You know what I mean? So like this should kind of like go up to here. Okay, so for this, we're going to make this kind of like, what color was this tree? We'll do that. We'll make this like this. Oopsie. Oopsie poopsies. Yes. Oops. Boy, you can't miss anything, man. You gotta be right in the ball. You gotta be real careful. And they will eat you alive. So the background, I want it to be like a dark green. But this bit can be like, oopsie. Like that. Yeah. But then the other, because the rest of it's going to be like the darker part of the tree. So it's going to be like, oh, like that. So they're going to see, yeah, I think that looks really good. So they're going to see the cat up the tree, and then that's a picture of the cat up the tree. I actually think that's a good... I think that's really good. Do you know what I might do? Is just do the cat on a separate layer, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that cat move. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to make the cat move. Let's put cat on a new layer. Because I really like that cat. We'll draw the cat right now. Down to about 5 or 6. Make that black. I shouldn't have erased the previous cat. That's not quite right. The head's not quite right. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. The cat we can change if we need to. Oops. I made it like this kind of color for the eyes. That's still white. I want a little not quite white. Yes, and then like a yellowy color. How do I here for the eye? No, it was this one we had. should be looking down at us, so the eye should be like that. Yes, that's good. Let's go back in here and kind of like erase this for now. Yes. Okay. Happy with this. Happy with this. So we can just kind of color this in a little bit. And then color all this in stuff too. And so now you're gonna have like a piece of where the second syringe baby animation is going to go. You know what I mean? Because before this, you just saw two people looking at a tree. But now we're kind of like getting to the nuts and bolts of like what's actually going to happen in the animation, which I really think is beneficial. I want to keep, I don't want to make the streams all Frank the Mouse because I think that that is boring for people to watch. And I also think that Frank the Mouse is probably going to be the longest piece of work that I do. And it's probably going to take the most time. So I am going to be working on that a lot in my spare time anyway. So I'm happy to show like the work in progress and how it's going and let you guys know what I'm up to. But maybe in between then it would be more fun to show you some stuff, some different stuff. I'm, you know, if I'm working on Frank the Mouse all the time in my spare time, maybe it would be a good idea for me to show off the stuff that I don't quite have the time for at the moment and work on that. So there's a couple of different things. I have the Joker one, which I do want to animate. I came up with an idea for a different animation as well, which is really, really short. And I would very much like to animate it. The Joker one's going to be very short. I'm not quite sure how short the Joker one's going to be. I would say 20 seconds tops. 30 seconds maybe if you're lucky. I can't imagine it going any further than 30 seconds. It's going to be very, very quick, but it'll be really funny. I had another animation idea, but I forgot what it was and I forgot to write it down. So that's my problem. It's a very long cat, but cats are pretty long anyway, aren't they? If you see a cat, you'll say, that's a long-ass cat. Look at how long that cat is. This is one of the things you'll say, probably. You know? There's all sorts of things you could say about long cats. Yeah. Why is that? Why? Oh, I know why. Yep. Yep, there it is. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So that's what we're working towards. This is like the next scene. This is the cat up the tree. Then Ladder Boy here will come and save the day. I add like another layer in between because you can see on the previous layer the onion skin on it, and that sometimes makes it hard to see what the next layer is. So if I do that and then look at Ladder Boy, you see that the previous frame is not in the way. So Ladder Boy is going to come over and say, you guys need a ladder? And then he's going to put the ladder up against the tree and get the cat down from the tree. So that's what's going to happen with that. The yellow is kind of hard to see. Maybe I'll change that to like a harsher yellow. Because cats have like yellow eyes, don't they? Where's a harsh yellow? Like a mustard. Yeah, that's easier to see. Maybe that's worth picking up on. So, and then at some point you'll see the ladder go up against the tree. And the ladder boy will pick the cat up. Ugh. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Okay. I'm probably gonna end the stream because I'm very tired, and there's no point in me doing a stream if I'm yawning all the time. But that was like an hour's worth of work. And by that I mean we cut off a little bit at the beginning, and then I looked at like Hello Kitty stuff for a while. So not really like a proper hour's work. It's less than an hour, and I didn't always do work, but you know, I think some stuff got done. We've seen like 3 adverts on Flip-A-Clip, so that's cool. Please disregard these adverts. I don't support them. I don't advocate for them. I want to finish this at some point. So this is just going to be the Joker. That's it. It's going to be the Joker. We'll copy him. I just drew this Joker as like a template to see what I could do. How do I make his eyes close? That's what I'd like to find out. How do we make his eyes close? How do we make it look like his eyes are closed? Is this 18 per second? Okay. No. How do we do eyes closed? Let's see. I'm gonna do one eye for now, just to double check and see what we can do with it. You know what I mean? So that needs to be black. What if he's just like, his eyes are like that, but he's like that? What if it's that? So what if I just paste this, right? And then just make him do this. And then we take that color, make it a little darker. It doesn't look like a little darker, does it? It looks the same dark. That's a little darker. Okay. This looks like he might. This actually doesn't looks all right, doesn't it? This looks like what it should look like. I'll take that, and then we will. Yeah, this is all right. I can dig this. Wow, this does look like, this looks perfect. So then he's just gonna kind of like laugh a lot. Like that, you know. You guys know what Joker laughs like. So that's what that's gonna be. I'll make his shoulders heave up and down as well. I think that's good. And that's gonna be that. There's more to the animation, obviously, but I'll explain that when I get to that. So there we go. That's today's stream. A successful stream all around. I think we've done some excellent work to the 3 main animations that we want to work on: Frank the Mouse, Strange Baby 2, and what I've dubbed as the Coker, but I imagine that name will change at some point. So there's some good stuff going on in there. You know, I think we're going to get off to a good start. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stop the stream. Thank you for watching. If you are watching, I appreciate that. And keep an eye on my streams if you want to see more. There'll be more coming up soon. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that. You're very sweet. Thank you.